in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Lock in.
Topper.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early.
And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Now Elliott. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20, and finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, that is caught by Cohen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he completes it to Cohen. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, after those first two drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 6-0 our score after 1.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On second down, Elliott. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
That's 47. Check. Kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And let's pin the
Now a give right side. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. Look at the spin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Switch gears.
Now it's Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, alert three.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And an alley to run. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 38, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Touchdown, defense.
Second down and goal. Prescott flush to his touchdown. Dallas Cowboys.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Forbath to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Bears 14.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Trubisky will throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
180. Switch. Ran, go. Set. Hey, exit.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Still going. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 53 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That was a pretty impressive touchdown play. Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ball game. But on this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S. Because I don't care if you're a great tackler. You had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
180. 3. Watch it back. Check 26. Check 26.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Bears 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Dallas, the win is their 8th on the year, and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chance.